I wouldn't have bet you. My daddy would say $1 to a donut. If you put it under a survey or research, you'll find that a lot of these kids are probably either on or just got off of one of these mind altering drugs. Because we don't do that to you, okay? That ain't what weed do. I ain't never know no weed make you want to kill nobody. Only thing weed make you want to kill is a donut, a cupcake, a cake, a soda, something like that, a bag of potato chip. They gonna die a quick death. But I've seen weed, people smoke weed and was upset and just like, man, forget about it. I want to sit down and enjoy my high.
Exactly.
Okay? I say this all the time. I'm gonna tell you again. When I first got in the corner, Avalon Segundo back in 2008 for the third time, I had 2 clubs. I had downstairs, I had upstairs. And I had a small army working for me for our security. All we had was alcohol. Weed had just started getting medically accepted. The more people started getting prescriptions for weed, the fewer incidents I had at the club. When I first got back, oh, dude, we was wrestling with chicks all the time, dude. We was wrestling, big girls, we get to fighting over dancers. But as I noticed, as weed became more and more legal, my incidents went down more and more. And I followed this trend, dude. I'm trying to figure out what is going on. And by the time I left in 2019, I was down to 2 guards, man. But I had a balcony full of people that will smoke and come, sometimes we walk in the club, where everybody at? And they be on the balcony. And they come back in, and everybody sitting there, eyes tight, taco man getting paid. Even with the alcohol, because the weed has a way of soothing you, you still didn't react the same way. And I tell people, you'll never hear this phrase. You'll never hear this phrase, I'm gonna finish this joint and whoop your ass. You ain't gonna hear that. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna finish this joint. Man, go sit my ass down. I ain't thinking about you, man. Forget you, dude. Get back with me. That's usually the attitude, because that is what the drug does. Alcohol will magnify whoever you are to the 10th degree. If you're a nice person, you're gonna be nicer on alcohol. If you are an evil person, you're gonna be worse on alcohol. Ask me how I know. Okay?
Thanks.
Like you say, E.A. Norton, weed will kill some wings, some chips, some pizza. All that ain't gonna last no time. Okay? But alcohol, you drink alcohol. When you drink alcohol, you eat to absorb the alcohol. To try so you won't throw up. But when you smoke weed, you're like, hey, give me the chicken wings. It's a whole different situation. So you will never hear the phrase, I'm gonna finish this joint and whoop your ass. Never.
Yep, facts. All right, let's move on to something else, Lonzo. Let's do our bit of the week where I recite a popular line for you, a popular hip hop line, and you just break it down in the best way that you can. This week's line comes from the late great TUPAC. We're gonna probably do a lot of his stuff. He just has so much good stuff. And think about the topics we've already discussed tonight while you break this line down. And the line is, and they say it's the white man I should fear when it's my own kind doing all the killing here.
Facts. Unfortunately, facts. When I talk about the hood, you don't hear about people driving in from Orange County, the Valley, doing nothing in the hood. Everything that's done in the hood is pretty much done within a 5-mile radius of the people that live there. Okay, when Long Beach and Compton was beefing, that's maybe 5-7 miles apart. Same thing with Watson Compton, 5 to 7 miles apart. Wasn't no white people involved with that right there. And I know it sounds harsh, but it's true facts. Oh, ain't no black on black crime. Yeah. White on right. It's white on white crime too. But for some reason, we have mastered that, dude. When you look at some of our leaders, they know they've got. The system has gotten so smart, they don't even let non-black people sell dope in the community like they used to. You think about this. Used to be a time you saw those 70s movies. Who was the man? Some white guy in a big old house. All the people work for.
Right.
You don't know who the kingpin of meth is. You don't know who the kingpin of crack is outside of the black folks. They didn't bring that stuff in here. You knew about the Latino, the black and the brown people that was involved in it. Which one of them on the planes? Which one of them on the ships? Do you think all that stuff came through them ports without somebody know what was in them containers? Come on, man, keep it 100. But when it came to the street soldiers, the street providers, everybody knew their names. Everybody knew all the names. Everybody knew what they did. I was talking about this today in another conversation. When I look at some of the TV shows on Stars, every last one of them are about drugs. You would think that's the only hustle that we ever known in our lives. And they try to present this as our culture. Come on, man, that ain't our culture. Here's something I'm gonna tell on myself. I was hanging out in Compton the other day, last Thursday. Saw a buddy of mine, and he's one of my old dancers from the club. But he's a real cool brother. I'm gonna give him a shout out. Mike, Problem. Was it Problem? Yeah, Problem. And he's always been cool with me. We kick it all the time. I saw him at the post office, and we were talking about the show he was a part of at one time called All the Queen's Men. And he said, yeah, man, so-and-so in the show, so-and-so in the show. A lot of them guys used to work for me at Eve After Dark. I mean, at the Boom Boom Room, Eve After Dark, same thing, okay? And I know these guys. I know them personally. And so I tuned in Sunday. I wasn't doing anything Sunday. I was kind of kicking it, but no football on. So I was kicking it and watching. I started watching All the King's Men. And I've been kind of following it for the last couple of days. I've been kind of binge watching this show for the last couple of days. And I see a pattern with all the so-called black shows. Either you are murderous, killing, drug dealing, money laundering, something or another, or you a church killing, drug dealing. Come on, man. We only have two characters, and all the women are the most notorious. When you look at the Raising Canaan, homegirl, the mama, oh my God. When you see a madam from All the Queen's Men, oh man, she killed about 100 dudes. Huh? Eva Marcel killed about 100 people, man. She didn't kill 100 people. She didn't kill more people than a Rocky movie. Okay, I ain't lying. She drops about 3 to 6 bodies an episode. She does, and she got all these bodyguards, but she goes out and does a lot of her work herself. And I'm at the part right now. She just had a guillotine built to cut a woman's head off. Okay, cut the head and the hands off. Had a guillotine built to cut this woman's head off. So I'm trying to understand, why is it so important that we have these kind of shows?